How y'all doing? Moving some pigs. So the pigs change this stuff, which is an understory of everything, to this in a week. So our flow is, we started back in that corner and then we got more pigs, so we made it bigger, and we're going around the bend here, and then we'll go back behind our initial kind of stadium, if you will, and then we'll end up over there. So in the course of about 7 moves, we'll clear out about a 3.5-4 acre woods. So once they do that, then we come in here and pile up all this wood, have a little bonfire. Big stuff heats the house for a couple years. We clear out the dead ashes from the ash borer. That guy's out there. If you look up there, we're creating sunlight intrusion in the forest. So a lot of people look at this, see a lot of work, and they think like this. I can't see past their nose right there. What we're doing, we should be able to get more value taking in ammonium like a menthol cigarette. The market is rewarding people to grow pigs like this. A lot of people say you gotta pump them full of drugs for them to be all right. We really just gotta keep moving them, because they're gonna empower their microbiome, go into the new soil. It gets them out of their own shit, and it's really a clean way of living. But what we can do is, there hasn't been any chemicals on this ground, so we can make organic ground by cleaning it up. And once we get these trees, the smaller ones out of the way, the dead ones out of the way, clean this up, get a pasture, you can see naturally we got some grasses growing out there where we got a little bit more organic matter. This is all going to be a silvo pasture, if you will. So I'll make a little bit longer video explaining what we're doing out here in the field as well. We're getting close to bringing the cattle out here, so waiting on this cover to get really big, so our moves have a little bit more value. You've got single corn, we're going to let the livestock actually eat that, and the doubles we're going to harvest. So half the field is polycrop cover crop that will move the animals around, and then the other half there is in the soybeans. This is Sarah right here. She is a glorious intern. You're sticking around for years, hopefully. This is our little path we get back to this too. What we're doing here, vertically the next 5 years. Every Indiana farm is nearly always covered with woods. Now we can spend just as much money putting corn on the edge, but it ain't going to be worth a shit. Dollars on variable costs, putting the seed and the fertilizer, acting like it's going to be as good as the center of the field. It's pretty foolish. So why not bring the cows across here, rotationally graze them, come back 2 or 3 times, keep this cover crop in an adolescent stage, pump more carbon in the ground, and kind of fix it up. We can clean out the woods like that, get some sun, and maybe in the years to come, if cash crop's still relevant, then we'll do something about it. But your corn and soybeans here's pretty interesting. We were really starved with moisture over the course of the year, so the corn's not going to be as good as it could be. But I think we can get in a corn bean rotation with cover crops pretty easily here. These singles are on purpose for a tram row, to spread cover crop in here. So we can use leaf drop, get a more robust cereal rye, vetch, some kind of mix, and then come back with our shit tank and blow manure right over that cover crop. Plant your corn right there in a twin row to access that ammonium nitrogen. The cover crop kind of absorbs it, and then go corn bean right here, or this goes all into rotational grazing. But there's another field we can do that in. But that's, you know, you're always got to be doing things and thinking about things as you observe on things you could do in 2 or 3 or 4 years. And That's something I kind of was thinking about. I was walking back here today. Anyway, another big value, I think, in my opinion, you know, imagine what you can grow if you know you're just going to use livestock to rotationally graze it, and think about all the biology, the diversity that you're getting. You know, there's, I don't know what the stat is, 1,700 predators for every pest. And I'm sure there's things out here that could harm a crop, but if we can empower all the predators, then it puts you more in equilibrium and makes everything kind of function a little bit better. All right, I gotta start driving some posts, but thought I'd give you an update. It was dry, now it's raining, so our corn won't be as good as it could, but at least we got enough rain to finish out the field. So we don't really talk yield. It's not going to be a blockbuster. This isn't blockbuster ground, but who's to say if you don't have blockbuster ground, you can't think outside the box a little bit, develop a market, you know, change and do 17 different things on one piece of property, 26 acres to be exact. So this, we'll put pigs in here, and they'll clean all this ivy out. This will be clean. We can actually get to the wood that we chopped up this spring to allow solar intrusion to kind of start. All right.